The American people are frustrated, as seen in the president's latest poll numbers, with only a 30% approval rating from multiple sources. James Freeman, the messaging aside, which is going to definitely be problematic for President Biden, as we observed his demeanor in that soundbite. But the bigger issue is going to be selling Bidenomics, which they've kind of backed off of right now.
Yeah, the sort of myth he's been peddling since he took office is that the economy was in a shambles and he was the author of a turnaround. So here we are, and he's celebrating 3% growth, which is good, better than a lot of people thought. But the first quarter of 2021, when he took office, the economy was growing at more than 5%. Obviously, inflation was lower. So again, he's sort of celebrating back to almost as good as when I took office. So, you know, you could say no harm, no foul after all the inflation he created. Maybe things are going to be okay now. But of course, it came with $6 trillion of new debt. So this is a hard sale to make on the facts.
Well, because the economy, that GDP number, the print, obviously, Carol, was better than expected yesterday. But at the same, this is Q4. But at the same time, a lot of this is government spending. A lot of the job creation, government spending, social service jobs. You know, we've got a job report next week. It's likely going to tell us the same thing. So and then the inflation story that James mentions, look, that's a cumulative 17% inflation rate that under President Biden.
Right. They promised no new taxes, but we know that inflation is a personal tax. And yes, the consumer has been trying to keep up with inflation, but it's been at the expense of their own personal balance sheets. We know that the saving rate is down. We know that the debt rates, the amount of debt that people have, is through the roof at historic levels. So they aren't feeling good because they're doing everything they can to scratch and to claw to keep up with the inflation that has been eating away at their own standard of living. And it doesn't matter what you say on a macro basis. This is what people care about, what's happening in their personal lives. And there's absolutely no way that you can
Well, you know
that.
what, James? Let's pick up on that, because obviously, if you look at the exit polling that we got, Fox News data analysis, actually, that came out of both Iowa and then New Hampshire, immigration was top of mind, but the economy was as well. And that's going to continue to filter through. That's a political problem for President Biden.
Yeah, the story of this era is inflation eating away wage gains. And so you can't fake that. It hits everybody. We did get some good news in December as far as finally a nice real disposable personal income increase. But you look at the whole Biden era, and it's a mess. And in terms of people's real incomes, and you think about what might have been if he had just done nothing. Yeah. You had this economy roaring back starting in the summer of 2020 once the reopenings from the COVID panic started to happen. Mm-hmm. Then very good growth in the fourth quarter. And then, as I mentioned, more than 5% the quarter he takes office. If he just does nothing, instead of starting with the American Rescue Plan for a pandemic that was over, of course, it was an excuse to spend $2 trillion on various priorities. But
green projects.
What might have been?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's a lot to talk about with the economy today. I'm so glad you're both here.